Say you get money, you not the only one.
Peace and welcome to another episode of the Uncensored Truth Podcast. I'm your brother, Oh God. Hip Hop News Uncensored. And sitting across from me is my co-host.
What it do? What's good? It's your brother Sam and Viral Hip Hop News. Another episode of the Uncensored Truth Podcast. Oh God, what's good, my brother?
What's going on, man? And we back in your face once again. We first off want to say we appreciate everybody, who's been liking, commenting, and subscribing. We really do appreciate from the bottom of our heart. Y'all know what y'all got to do for us. The two things that we ask you to do. Make sure y'all go ahead and share the video and hit the like button before we get into this content. Well, the first week numbers are out, and we was talking about this. Nas, Jay-Z, and Beyonce. Now, a little bit of backstory. Nas dropped, I think, is already an instant classic album, but Jay-Z and Beyonce about 24 hours later or so, dropped their little joint album together. A lot of people had a lot of speculation. Maybe it was to spite Nas or Kanye West, whatever. But now the first week numbers are in, and let's start with Jay-Z and Beyonce. Jay-Z and Beyonce sold 123,000 the first week. Nas sold 77,000 his first week. Now, before I turn it over to you, Sam, a lot of people in my comment section on the Hip Hop News, on Censor were like, oh, it don't really mean nothing because it's 2 against 1 and this, that, and the third. And, I can kind of concede to that. But Sam, man, what do you think about the first week numbers coming in and Jay-Z and Beyonce actually edging out Nas?
I would have to agree with your comment section. And I think if you go back to what we talked about when it initially happened on this podcast, I said, well, we know that the Jay-Z and Beyonce album are going to do better numbers than Nas. Right. Just because of them being on tour, the two names, the two megastars. We all know Beyonce has the Beehive. We all know just the storm of fans she's going to bring to any album or any new music that she drops. And then Jay-Z coming right in the solidified MC, best in the game that he is. He's always going to do crazy numbers. Put them together on top of them being on tour, they're going to do crazy numbers. But that does not denounce the fact that Nas had a better album.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely better. Definitely better.
Way better. When you look at the body of work, and like we talked about, I don't think Jay-Z really took it as far as seriously in lyrics to really compete against a Nas. It was just funny, and it was a nice little jab to throw it out a day after Nas did his album, and everyone kind of deeming it a classic already. Well, look, here we go. We're going to beat you in the numbers. But in hindsight, like your people said over at Hip Hop News and Censor, shout out, does it really matter? Because when you look at the body of work in music, you gotta appreciate Nas is better. But that being said, why doesn't that equal out in the numbers? Because 123 to 70 is an ass whipping. That's an ass whipping. In basketball, football, in the Arena League, anything you look at, 123 to 70 is a pure ass whipping. So where are the Nas supporters? Where are the people at to come out and support a real dope and solid body of work that is the Nasir album? And why haven't people came out and resonated toward it?
Yeah. I mean, that's real talk. I remember somebody else put a comment. They said, I think Yachty, he has 1 million followers, only sold like 30-something thousand his first week. So I don't know, man. It's just like, I definitely agree. Nas, but here's another thing I want to throw at you before I get into it. Do you think that if Jay-Z and Beyonce would have announced it, that they would have done bigger numbers, even bigger, if they would have announced the album as opposed to just sliding it, underneath? No?
Nah.
Okay.
I don't think so. Not in the day and age we're in, where everybody's on their phone anyway and they're paying attention. It was a notification on your phone away from being in front of everybody.
True that.
And we seen Beyonce, how she shut down the internet, numerous times on the albums and how she dropped it. They have a method to their madness. And I think they did it the right way, the perfect way. And it was a jab. And the body of work isn't better, but numbers speak for themselves. They're getting that money.
And I also want to say that they are number 2 on the Billboard 200 album. But their number 2 and Nas is number 5. So, definitely impressive by both of them, I think, to say the least.
Let me ask you a question real quick, okay? Why is no one checking for Nas anymore? We heard our boy Lonzo Ball talk about it early in the year, last year. We joked about it, him dropping the album. No one checking for Nas anymore, 21 Savage. We all remember it was funny. But, I mean, the numbers speak for themselves. Why isn't anyone checking for Nas anymore?
Well, it's like a different, generation. Like when we were younger and your parents talked about they listened to Marvin Gaye and Stevie Wonder. Not that it wasn't good, but you just wasn't really connected to him. And, again, you had a lot of people that disrespect Nas, and some people don't even know who Tupac is in this new generation. So it's just disconnect, even though Nas is still, a dope artist and we're checking for him, but just the younger cats, just don't see the value, in Nas's, music and what he's done for hip hop.
That was a great comment, a great segue into another topic that we're going to talk about. I don't know if next, but real soon, talking about Tupac and other people, man. Real.
Oh yeah, we definitely gotta to get into that one, but definitely. But I want to encourage everybody to go hit the like button and make sure you share this video. You listen to the Uncensored Truth podcast with your brother Old God and Sam, man. Let's jump right.
Only one. Say you get money, you not the only one. You a shooter, a killer, you not the only one. When it's wartime, my bullets gon' block the sun. But you thought you had the only gun. Nigga talk like a man and put your shoulders up. And when the smoke dust settle, you know the war's done. If we the last one standing, cause we the only one.